How much of these signings right now, and Al Montoya, 2-year deal with the Montreal Canadiens, how much of this is tap dancing as we come up to the draft with the Las Vegas Knights?
Well, I think to answer you right away, Al Montoya has made his bones. He was supposed to be a superstar. It didn't pan out for the Rangers. It didn't pan out in all the teams, and they thought for a second in Florida that he was going to sparkle. It didn't, but it seems to me that he's found a home as a solid backup goalie for the great Carey Price.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't think that that's smoke and mirrors. I think that's a real deal.
Yeah.
Well, he was very good with Luongo last year too, Frank, in Florida. I made note of that. He played exceptionally well in Florida.
Yeah, and the
Montoya.
And the Habs love the guy.
Didn't stay there.
Well, that was because the genius, don't call me a genius because I am, Tommy Rowe, didn't want to pay him any money.
Yeah, yeah. And
you let him go.
And the Canadiens love the guy. Apparently he's great.
Well, a lot of people love the guy. The dressing room loves the guy. The guy's made his bones. I think the guy deserves to be a solid number 2 in a banner franchise.
Mm-hmm. He may be a solid number 1 when they expose him in the draft.
Interesting. That's exactly my point.
I'm sorry, I disagree. I think he's a solid number 2. I've seen him play. He's a guy who's going to fill in for an anchor, for a serious goalie. How old's Montoya now? 30?
30, 31, I think, Frank.
Yeah. He's not going to be a number 1 goalie.
But they have to expose him because they're going to protect Carey Price. Someone's got to be exposed. This is going to be him.
If not,
the other guy. They got the other guy. That's why they signed him to a 2-year deal. They got that. What's the other? There's another goalie there in Montreal.
Yeah, Zach Vucali just won the Spengler Cup. He's on the up.
I think that's the guy who's not going to be protected. I think they're going to keep a guy like Montoya because if Carey Price goes down, you need a guy with experience and a guy who's solid as Montoya.
Oh, Montoya's played great when Price was
there. I think Montreal is very smart for signing him to a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys, aren't they only allowed to protect one goalie?
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's other rules pertaining to how many years the players have been in the league. If it's 2 years or less, they can't be
you have to have a second guy qualified, Phil. Otherwise, the guy you want to protect may be the guy that if you have Price and you don't have a Montoya behind him, you got to expose Price. You have to expose a goalie with a certain number of games experience in the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. If I understand the rule, and I think he has to be under contract or an RFA. No, so I would think Leafs will try and sign McElhinney to a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Because he has the other specifications.
That's right.
Yeah, the other specification would be he's got youth.
Yeah, and he's played enough games in the NHL.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be facetious with you, with all due respect. I'm just saying that I believe that he has youth for anybody who's looking at them.
Yeah, McElhinney's 33.
Yeah, he was a college goalie, as I understand it. And he's played off and on number 1 for some teams, but as Frank says, he's not a number 1. He's like Montoya is more a number 1 than McElhinney is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it is a brilliant move, gentlemen. A brilliant move that they signed Al Montoya to a 2-year deal because they were smart enough to see that Carey Price is the best goalie in the NHL, but he's a human flesh. He gets hurt. Mm-hmm. And you need a solid guy to pick up, to give you any kind of chance.